Hi guys, it's your girl Shanette. I'm back. I know I've been away for a little bit, but you know, this channel is relatively new and I have a lot to deal with. So, I had to put it on pause a little bit. But this came to my attention. Someone in Canada sent it to me and I decided that I had to talk about it. So, let's get into it. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about no other than Ghetto Michael Jackson, okay? Now, we all love Michael Jackson, we grew up on Michael, he's been probably one of the most influential artists of all time. And so there are a lot of people out in the world who are really motivated by Michael Jackson and they really look up to him and they like to, tailor their careers based off him. You have Chris Brown, you have Usher, you have a lot of people who really look up to Michael Jackson. So that's okay. In addition to that, you also have a lot of Michael Jackson impersonators. You have a lot of people who, as a matter of fact, I think the bigger you are, the more impersonators you have. You have Adele, she has a lot of impersonators. You have Elvis Presley, he has a lot of impersonators. Michael Jackson has a lot of impersonators. And so this is nothing new. We're not new to this at all. Having a Jamaican Michael Jackson, that's great. That's awesome. We love to see it. The thing that concerns me the most is that every single time there's a young person being promoted in Jamaica, and I'm not even going to say a young person because you've heard me talk about it before. I've spoken about Gully Bop. I've spoken about MACKEREL. I've spoken about Candid. So every time there's a person in Jamaica who seems to have a couple screws loose or they're not as the next guy or whatever, every time they're so-called helping that person out of their situation, it's always a gimmick. Now, I don't know if this is good for Jamaica. I don't think it's a good image. I think it makes us more of a joke to the world. But I'm concerned because when you have a song like this being promoted as something good, and Jamaicans have a tendency to overlook the pathetic nature of something simply because it's popular. And to us in our little bubble, I don't live in Jamaica, but I frequent Jamaica. I have family members there. So, and I'm Jamaican by heart. I'm Jamaican by birth as well. So, in our little bubble of Jamaicans, not only in the island, in the diaspora, because we keep very much in tune with what's happening down our yard, but in regards to our bubble, where we like a particular thing and we vibe something and we think it's cute and we think it's funny, for the fact that we influence a lot of the world, and you guys don't know it, but we do. We influence a lot of pop culture. And that is a big, big position and responsibility to hold. Now, the trouble here, as in why Beanie Man and Bounty Killer can be left off Billboard's cover magazine for Versus, is because our industry isn't structured, our industry isn't standard. We are too much of a loosely played game. Everybody else is structured, everybody else is standard. In Africa is very much influenced by us. Their whole culture, they speak about it all the time. They look up to us, they love us. And their whole music, it's tailored off of us. The dances, the culture, it's tailored off of us. The other day I was watching Black is King. And if you watch Black is King, a lot of the dance moves that they are tailoring to be African dance moves are actually dancehall dance moves. Now, back in the days, in the 2000s, in the early 2000s up to about 2000 and maybe 12, dancehall used to have its place in the industry all over the world. And when you see dancehall influences, you would recognize it and acknowledge it. Now it's not being given a spot. It's either tropical house or it's considered African. So even though it's inherently dancehall, which is, to be honest, we took our spin on African music and we made dancehall. We made ska, we made reggae, we made dancehall. So this is our thing that we created off of the influences. But now people are taking those influences and they're creating songs like Shape of You and that song by Justin Bieber and Ed Sheeran. And they're creating those songs, and those songs are now tropical house, and everyone ignores dancehall overall. Same with Black is King. Everyone's in the comments and talking about, oh wow, the African dances, I love to see them. And I'm looking at them thinking, but those are dancehall moves. But nobody notices that. It's the same thing. In Canada and the UK, our slangs are being yard man and waist man. You're such a waist man. That's the Canadians. You're such a waist man, bro. But I remember that waist man was Jamaican, but nobody knows that anymore. No one acknowledges that anymore. Ting, the word Ting is now a thing. So they'll be like, hot girl tings. I remember hot girl being a Jamaican thing. Oh, me a hot gal. I remember that being a Jamaican thing. The word ting is ours. And now people are using it. They don't know where it comes from. They're now taking it as their own. Right now there's a battle between the Canadians and the UKs for all the Jamaican slangs for who created it, and none of them created it. And none of them recognize that they're all using Jamaican slangs. Ask anyone who you know lives in the UK or live in Canada. Ask them, go ahead. Oh my God. But yeah. So the point here is that we're influencing everyone. We get no recognition for it, and it's largely due to the fact that we have no standard, we have no structure. We are gimmick, we are jokes, and they think we're stupid enough for them to steal from us and we wouldn't notice. That's what's happening. And it's really is your fault. I'm sorry to say it is. Because when I look in the comment sections of Winford Williams and Ghetto Michael Jackson doing his interview, everyone is praising it, and I have no problem with the young man getting his bread. But come on, guys, you guys need to create programs for people to go back to school. You need to create programs for people to get funding to start businesses. Stop promoting something like this. Entertainment, as much as people don't know, is an important part of our society. You cannot look at entertainment as, oh, it's just for fun. Oh, it's just entertainment. This is not MGM, okay? This is not the 1920s. None of you are Fred Astaire. I'm not Fred Astaire. We are in the 2000s, and as a matter of fact, it's funny I say that, but back in those times, entertainment was primarily used for indoctrinating and for propaganda. So right now, the point is, what people see on their TVs, on their phone, hear on the radio, it severely impacts their thought process. It impacts how they act. It impacts everything. And your kids are singing these songs. Your kids are looking up to these people. What are your standards? Is this who your kid's gonna aspire to be? When I was growing up, I had the real Michael Jackson to look up to. And the way he was great in the essence of greatness, that was something to strive towards. I wanted to be that great. You have Kobe Bryant. Oh my God, who didn't want to play like him, or who didn't want to play like Michael Jordan? Greatness in the essence of what greatness is. But then now we're having these watered down influences and these watered down people that we're giving our kids to look up to. And don't say, oh, you should parent your own children. No, don't say that. Because you know good and well that even though your mom said you shouldn't have listened to that Lady Saw CD, you were listening to it. So don't be talking about, oh, your mom should parent them, or their dad should parent them. No, kids do what they want. They really go out there and they'll find it anyway. They'll see it anyway. When you're not there and they're walking on the street with cousins and you know, You're Bad, You're Nothing is playing on the radio or playing on the street, you don't have a say. Or when they go to school and their friends pop out the phones and they're showing the videos of the naked girls and the naked this and all of it, you don't have a say because you don't even know about it. So we have to police it from here, and we have to police it from now. Yeah, you know, I don't have much to say today. I just hope that you guys really, really take heed to what it is that I'm saying. The gimmick, it has to stop. We have to push people who actually have the talent to do what it is they claim they have the talent to do. Stop holding down the good artists and pushing this trash. Okay? Love y'all. Peace.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to drop a like and a comment and click that post notification bell down below so you don't miss it when I drop videos like this. And if you have an unpopular opinion you'd like me to talk about, drop it in the comment section and I'll be sure to check it out. You know I love you guys. Even those who are mad, I still love you. Peace.